All right, hi y'all. It's just something that's kind of coming in today, and this relates, I think, to people in the sciences. We live in a very technological age, a very scientific age, narrowly defined, and I think sometimes too narrowly defined. And sometimes we have some blind spots with that, and people even working in these areas have some blind spots. And so I want to kind of open up something about that. And this relates to how I used to teach when I taught college students. We would learn about 3 types of appeals that one can make. You can make an appeal to logos, which is an appeal to logic and reason, fact-based, if our assumptions are correct, therefore that type of thinking, right? And that is how we narrowly define, in a loose way, how science works today, right? But there are 2 other types of appeals then that we talk about. And that is an appeal also to pathos and appeal to ethos. Pathos appeals to emotion. And we're often, I think, taught or locked out of, the way we're taught is we're often locked out of pathos. And then ethos, an appeal to ethics. We have, I think, a very strong sense of ethics, but because we sometimes get locked out of it because of logos. And these things need to be in balance. So folks in all kinds of areas who are either working with technology, working with science, scientific information, I want to just encourage you to not lock out of pathos and ethos. And I want to highlight some things. A lot of people who do science, who are scientists, got involved with that because of emotion, because of a sense, a feeling that things aren't right, that things need to be understood. Also then a sense of ethics, ethos. If things aren't right, how can we make them right? We've got to have all 3 of these. They need to be in balance. And the interesting thing here, even as I'm talking about this, these align very nicely with the hermetic principles of body, mind, spirit. So we can think of body as where the emotions live, where ethos lives, right? We need to listen to our bodies. We need to listen to our emotions. We need to allow for those things. If we notice right now, people who got in a derogatory way called tree huggers when I was a child, and I would say, the reason the criticism sort of stuck was because they were in their emotions and in their body. They had a sense of feeling, an emotional body feeling of, oh, we need to take care of the planet. If we had listened to those folks 40 years ago, 30 years ago, we'd be in a much better place right now. The body often knows first. The body often knows first. We need to listen to it. So then we can also talk about how, so that would be pathos. Logos then, I suppose we would map onto mind. We would, this is the conscious mind. The ego can be connected to this. I know this, or I don't know this, so therefore I disallow it. That can happen as well. It's the mind, the logos has been out of balance. It's been taking up too much space. It needs to be balanced. It's not bad. We don't need to get rid of it. We need to keep it. But it has to be balanced with these other things. Which, then leaves spirit, ethos, I would say. And spirit and ethos, we have a sense of ethics here in the spirit, in our connections to everything else. And how do we navigate that? All right, I have a call coming in, but that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Some balancing there that we need to do.